Hello and welcome to today's flower oracle reading. So it's past, present, and future flower reading, flower oracle. So it's been a while. I know it's highly requested. A lot of you guys wanted to see the flower reading come back. So we're doing a little bit of a variation on it, which is past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. Just to make it a little bit quicker in the chat, the flower readings tend to go on a while. So I'm trying to make it so more people get a chance. Of course, there's always a link in the description to book a full in-depth reading with me. In a past, present, and future, you will only be receiving free cards, of course, but in the full in-depth reading, there's at least 8 cards that are drawn, at least 8 cards. So if you are more interested in a full in-depth one, do check out that link in the description. But yes, we will make a list now. So we have Kieran is first. Then we have Mary. Jasmine, hello, welcome. Sarah, hello, welcome back. Sarah A, is it? Shahat, it's been a while, yes. Hopefully we'll get to you because it's a shorter reading, so we should get through more people. Carolyn, hello, welcome. I'm catching you a lot lately, that's great. Rain as well. I think we should get through these, but yes, so let's begin with Kieran. We'll leave the list just over here for now. If more people jump in, of course, they can be added. We'll see how many we can get through. Okay, so these are all flower cards, and we're doing past, present, and future. Just do a little shuffle, thinking about Kieran's energy. And we draw. So past, present. Oh, can I fit them in a row? Or should we do them like this? Past, present, future. I do them like that. I don't know if the chat hides them for you. Is that better for you with the chat? Maybe? Maybe do them like that. Okay. Past, present, and future. Okay, so in past for Kieran, we have chrysanthemum. We have chrysanthemum in the past. Be here always with willing hands and heart. Now, as I always say, I'll show them up close as well. Now, as I always say, it's good when I do a stream this way because you can actually read it properly instead of it being back to front. So, as I always say with past, the thing that comes in the past is it's what we need to release from the past or keep bringing forward from the past. So it could be something very, very positive that you've learned from the past that you need to keep bringing forward. So be here always with willing hands and heart. It's about that being present in the moment and keeping your generosity and your heart chakra at the forefront. When people take advantage, when people, they take advantage of your kind nature, you can tend to close off and have a bit of a barrier up of the heart chakra. Now that's normal, everybody does that, but try not to do that. Your generosity, your open heart chakra is a very positive thing that you want to keep bringing forward into the future. Don't let one or two bad people ruin it for other people who are really going to accept you for that and going to give it back to you, you know? So bringing that open heart chakra to the forefront always. Your present is carnation. Keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. So again, it's kind of a message of, our forward momentum always. We're heading in to the year of the horse, which symbolizes momentum. So it's a good one to get for the present moment. Keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. So don't let setbacks hold you back. Don't be worried about anything pushing against the tide, a little bit of challenges, struggles, things like that. Very normal, as we know, happens all the time. Carnation, just keep going. So it can also be suggestion when we get keep going in the present chapter that you are on the right path. You are going on the right path in the right direction. So that's nice. Blushing Bride is your future card. Now, this is a very positive omen for marriage, of course. The flower is called the Blushing Bride. So we have a very positive omen for romance in the future, romance, marriage, just the love path in general. But it says your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So yes, very positive omen for marriage, romance, all the things you might want on your love path. And it ties in with that past card. Don't close off your heart chakra. Keep going, keep growing, and you will get there, especially to your romantic desires at the moment, it seems. So we have more people in. So yes, guys, it will add you to the list. It's a little bit long. Hopefully we do get to a few of you, but we're doing shorter readings right now. We're just doing past, present, and future to try to get through more people. So fire and water, and Mohammed as well. Anybody else? I think we have Maya. Good boy. Yes. Welcome back. Good boy. Yeah. Wait. Why do I not know how to write this? Oh my gosh. And then Tam. So hopefully, oh, for Jam. We'll know what we mean. So we're up to Mary now. Mary is next. There is the list. It's getting pretty long already. Kieran, you're very welcome. But let's get through as many as we can. We are going quicker with just past, present, and future. So do have to be mindful of trying to get things to be a little bit quicker on stream. Of course, there is a link for a more in-depth flower reading where you get at least 8 cards drawn. This is just a quick 3 card pull for Mary. So Mary is next. Okay. So past, present, and future for Mary. Okay. So we have our past. Snapdragon. Listen with care, speak with kindness. So again, I always say the past. It's something positive from the past that you need to bring forward to your future, or it's something negative from the past that you need to release. Now, this is saying listen with care and speak with kindness. So clearly you are a good listener, and clearly you do speak with kindness, or you have done that in the past, which I'm sure we all have. Here we're all empaths and spiritual people, so that's great. But yes, so particularly your communication skills are something that you're being asked to bring forward from the past. So do think about that. Your communication skills, or they might be something that's very important at the moment to bring forward, those very positive communication skills that you have. And if you do have any issues at the moment with maybe having a bit of a short temper, whether that's in general or with a certain person, or whether there's a communication issue with a certain person, it might be asking you to, you know, just think about those very positive communication habits that you have had and likely do still have in most situations, and just try to keep bringing them forward, keep going with that, keep that practice up of, you know, being positive and kind, and maybe a shoulder to cry on, a good listener. You know, there might be someone coming up who is going to need the shoulder to cry on, and that might be why that's being shown. So guys, please like the video if you haven't liked it already. If you haven't liked it already, we have quite a few on the list. So we have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and only 8 likes. So please do like it. And Kevin, I will add you. But let's continue with Mary. So that was Mary's past. Mary's present. We have Buttercup. Be ready. The best is on its way. So that's great. In the present moment, you're just being told to be ready at the moment. So there might not be much action at the moment. You might not be in a time of particularly a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of things going on just yet. But you are being asked to prepare. So if you want to plan anything, organize anything, you know, just have those ideas, put manifestations out there, affirmations, you know, you might be being guided to do that. as it does seem like there's something coming, there's something that is on its way, but you're just being ready at the moment. You're just being preparing yourself for something that is to come. So the present moment might be a bit quiet. Don't worry too much about that if it is. That's normal. That seems needed right now. Maybe you need some time to relax and rest for a little bit longer before the movement comes. And our future is Daisy. Believe and trust in happiness. Now, Daisy and Buttercup are very, very positive flowers for tapping into the inner child. So another piece of guidance I would give is that you're likely being asked to be a little bit more in your childlike, playful kind of energies, being very upbeat, carefree, maybe a little bit flirty in some areas, just a playful energy, a playful energy. Tapping into that inner child a little bit, or just those very light-hearted, inner child or light-hearted energies, things like that. But believe and trust in happiness. So where we're seeing the best is on its way, it certainly is. But keep your belief and keep your trust whilst you're waiting in this present moment, because it is on its way. But connection to the inner child, or at least just being in light-hearted energies, I would say is a lot of guidance we're getting here at the moment. So that was for Mary, past, present, and future for Mary. Okay, so we do have someone else, Tanya. The list is a bit long, guys, but hopefully we're getting through them quite quick, so it should be okay. We're up to Jasmine now. Jasmine. So past, present, and future flower reading for Jasmine. And remember, if you're just jumping in or if you are new, you can get a full in-depth reading with the link in the description, secretfrequencies.com/shop. You can get a full in-depth flower reading, which is at least an 8-card pull and is more in-depth. But you're very welcome to have a free reading on stream. This is Jasmine, past, present, and future. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already, and if you are new, please do subscribe. So our past for Jasmine: forget me not. Always remain true to your intentions. So this is interesting because forget me not in the past suggests your very unforgettable nature. You're very easy, very difficult for people to get over you, to forget you, and to fully get over you. It's very difficult. But you must remain true to your intentions. Just because someone might want you back or be trying to get you back or be trying to keep you in a certain place in the past doesn't mean that you should stay there. Always remain true to your own intentions and what you're trying to do moving forward. So remaining true to your own intentions is something that you likely have done a lot of in the past. That's one thing you should bring forward from the past, is remaining true to yourself, remaining true to your own intentions. And our present for Jasmine is Daffodil. The sun shines brighter when you are here. The sun shines brighter when you are here. So so again, this could link to you being very difficult to forget. The sun shines brighter when you are here. You are a light in people's life. It makes sense because you are a light worker anyway. So you're a light worker. You are a light in people's lives in general. Maybe you're a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you brighten people's day. Even just that smile, is just spreading happiness to strangers or just acquaintances and things like that. So just remember how important your presence actually is in people's lives. Try not to forget that, because sometimes we can kind of diminish ourselves. Sometimes we can feel a little bit small, like we don't really matter in the world, but actually you matter to a lot of people, a lot more than you think. And that's something that it might become more clear to you in your present, in your current chapter, how much of an impact you do make on people's lives and how happy you do make people. So that's very nice. But not forgetting to spread that light as well. So, like I said, smiling at those, friends, acquaintances, strangers on the street and things like that, just spreading that positive energy. It always has a domino effect, no matter how small it is. So keep going. Let's see, our future for Jasmine is Carnation. Keep going, keep growing, and be unstoppable. So yes, I think we have this for someone else for present, but keep going, keep growing, and be unstoppable. So don't let, again, it's not letting things like struggles, challenges, pushing against the tide and things like that. It's not letting those kind of things hold you back or stop you from keeping up your momentum. Maybe you need to weave in and out, come at things from different angles, try different approaches and things like that. But don't stop. Don't be too stagnant and too still. Remember, this is future. So again, you might be someone who has a little bit of a quiet period in the current chapter, but when this momentum comes, don't let yourself be stopped, or don't let other people stop you. So very, very nice. A lot more momentum coming in the future for you, and being unstoppable. So that was Jasmine with past, present, and future. Flower reading. So next on the list, do we have anyone new in? Oh, Fire and Water says, Jasmine, you make me happy and you matter to me. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. I think I feel that way about Jasmine too. So we're up to Sarah. Do we have Sarah still in the chat? Just make sure that people are present now as it is getting on. Some people do jump out. So Sarah, if you're present, and Shahat, if you're going to remain present for your reading next, I would love to know that. Yeah, so thank you. Please let me know. Okay, wonderful. So, Izzy, you are added. Unfortunately, the list is pretty long, but we are with Sarah now. We'll see if Shahat is still with us. I'll give Shahat a bit of time as well. But focusing on Sarah now. Past, present, and future flower reading. Okay. So just one more little shuffle, I think. Look for Sarah. Past, present, future. There we are. So let's see. So our past, we have Buttercup. Be ready, the best is on its way. So the past could have been preparing you, which that's a very positive sign for the present moment actually. When we get be ready and the best is on its way in the past, that's a bit more of a positive omen for the current chapter. It might be suggesting that the best is closer than you think. It's closer than you think as you are being prepared for it in the past. So yeah, the best maybe sooner than you think. But again, a Buttercup, a very tapping into the inner child and those light-hearted energies. So if you have been known to do that in the past, be very light-hearted, tap into your inner child, keep bringing that energy forward, positive energy to move forward with. Present moment for Sarah is cornflower. Learn from friendships old and new. So when the cornflower card comes, it is telling us A, to nurture our past relationships, not to forget about our past relationships or discount anything from our past relationships. We do need to nurture. So if you have one of those friendships where you keep meaning to meet, you keep saying, oh, we'll meet up eventually, we'll, yeah, let's arrange that date, let's set that date, Please do that. But also be very mindful and open to new friendships at the moment. So your social energies might be heightening, social energies coming, stepping out a little bit more into social gatherings, events you might want to go to, whether it's friends, family, things like that. Just generally, social energies are quite important, and this is your present moment. So nurturing old relationships, being very open to new relationships, and keeping your social energies at the forefront at the moment. So if you want to work on any chakra with that, it could be your Throat chakra, working on throat chakra perhaps could be a good thing. The future card, future for Sarah, is baby's breath. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So, everlasting success. So, this is a really good one to get because we do get a lot of cards that link to success. You know, there are a lot of cards that do link to success, but they're not always affirming to us that the success can be long term. You know, sometimes we get really, you know, maybe we win something or maybe we, you know, we land a job, but it's not a long term job. It ends up being, you know, only a year or a few years or anything like that. But you're being told that everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So if you're really keeping to your authentic self, sticking to your authentic, honest energies, you are going to have lasting success. And that could be in any area of the life path. So it might be in career, it might be in, you know, finances and things like that. But it could be, you know, however you view success. If success to you is building that strong lasting family, strong lasting relationship, strong lasting friendships, then it could be that as well. It could be whatever kind of success you're looking for in your life path. So that was for Sarah. And next, so do we have Shahat? I don't think Shahat was present. So we will leave Shahat for now. Oh, sorry, no, we do. Yes, here. Okay, yes, I do that. Sorry. Okay, so I think also we have Elvis jumping in as well. So let's add you to the reading. But we'll move on with Shahat for now. Shrad says Akash feelings for Shraddha. I'm really sorry. And yeah, you're very, very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. I appreciate that. But this is not a question reading, and it's not. It's a general reading as well. It's general, so it's not for specifically for money, not specifically for love, and not specifically to answer a specific question. So please do bear that in mind. It's a past, present, and future. It's more of a general reading. We are up to Shahat now. We have Carolyn, Rain, Firewater, Mohammed, Good, Tam, Kevin, Tanya, Izzy, and Elvis are on the list so far. Danny says we can't find it. Oh, I'm really sorry to read that. But there's not yeah, I'm really sorry to read that. I really hope and pray, sending positive energy. Danny Cotton, Gim, Cotton, I don't know. Jim, I don't know how I'm saying that, but Danny, I really hope that your mother finds her phone on license. I'm very sorry to read that. Ankita, I will add you. Unfortunately, the list is very long. Maybe we will do this one again tomorrow. But we have shortened the reading so we can get through a little bit more. But we're up to Shahat now, right? We haven't done that yet. Yes, we're up to Shahat. So up to Shahat now. And then, yeah, hopefully we get through quite a few people. So Shahat. One more to shuffle for Shahata. I think we are ready. Past, present, future. There we are. So let's see. So for our past, we have Cherry Blossom. Return quietly now and be at peace. Return quietly now and be at peace. So there may be, so when we get return quietly now and be at peace to the past, being asked to return to the past in some way. So it could just be that you were a bit more peaceful in the past. Maybe you meditated more. Maybe you did a bit more self-care and self-focus in the past. But it can also be that there's someone from the past, someone or something like an old job, an old hobby, an old friend, an old partner from the past who brought you a lot of peace and a lot of calm, and they might actually be returning to your life. So it can also be about that when we get the cherry blossom in the past. So just think about that. Either you were just more peaceful in the past and you need to pick up on those positive self-care practices and meditation a bit more, or it can be thank you, Carolyn, or it can be about someone from the past who did bring you a lot of peace and maybe or a situation person, situation, hobby that you have maybe that brought you a lot of peace that you need to bring forward with you, forward to the future with you. So our present card is Snapdragon. Again, we have Snapdragon. I do like this one. Listen with care, speak with kindness. So listen with care and speak with kindness. You're another person here, Shahat. Your throat chakra energies might be coming to the forefront. Your social energies, very good for making friends, keeping or connecting with old friends, getting into new relationships or building old, building upon old relationships, improving old relationships, things like that. Even networking, connecting with business partners or someone who's going to uplift you in some way on the work path as well can also come in with that. So social energies at the forefront in this current chapter. If you're not getting out there, if you're not saying yes to those social gatherings, if you're not networking or nurturing old friendships or anything like that, it could be to do with that. But it's listen and care and speak with kindness. So listening and speaking are both very important, and I think sometimes we forget that about the throat chakra. It's not just your communication and your self-expression, it's also listening as well. So there might be someone who really needs you to listen, there might be someone who really needs your help at the moment. So keeping that energy of you being a good listener at the forefront, you might really help someone in this current chapter. Keeping your throat chakra energies and your kindness, the heart as well, at the forefront at the moment for Shahat, which I'm sure you will. And then we have Daisy. So Daisy, believe and trust in happiness. So Daisy, again, it can be inner child, or it can just be general playful energies, playful, light-hearted energies. So we can be tapping into the inner child, messing around, being more humorous, stepping into a chapter of your life, remember it's future, where things maybe get a bit more light-hearted, maybe there's a bit of just playfulness, positive energy, holidays maybe coming up or something like that. Or again, if it's more light-hearted energy than inner child, it can be flirting, being playful with like a romantic partner, So it seems like the current chapter is a little bit more deep in terms of emotions, and then you're stepping into the more light-hearted emotions coming up into that future. So that's quite a nice one for Shahat. I hope you enjoyed. Guys, if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. And we're up to Carolyn. Thanks for letting me know that you are present. Rain, if you can let me know you're present for your one as well, that would be great. And we will do past, present, and future for Carolyn. So Carolyn, past, present, and future flower reading for Carolyn. So we are getting through a lot more by doing the smaller readings, so I think I'll keep it this way for stream. But as always, all of my links for more in-depth readings, spells, sessions, sound healing, energy work, cleansing, everything like that is all in the description of the video. Do subscribe if you are new, and do like if you have not liked the video yet. So this is past, present, and future for Carolyn. Thank you, Rain. So Carolyn, for the past, we have Blushing Bride. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So when we have Blushing Bride from the past, it can be an indication that the person that you will end up in that long-term lasting relationship with, or even get married, is someone that you do know from the past. It's someone that you already know, or you knew in the past and they're coming back into your life. It can be either or, but your intentions and heart deserve to be known. And of course, yes, of course they do, but you're likely the long-term committed person is someone from your past. So that's a very romantic based card. Lavender for the present moment, not the president moment. Lavender, take time to cleanse and remove negativity. So in this current chapter, cleansing might be very important. Lavender, of course, is always linked to relaxation as well, sleep, relaxation. If you're not getting enough relaxation or enough sleep, if you're stressed, then do connect with the lavender plant. You can even use a lavender essential oil for your meditations on your pillow for sleep, of course, as long as you don't have an allergy to it. But lavender, you need to cleanse and remove negativity, and you may need to relax. And you may need to relax and take a little bit more time to yourself, or make sure you're getting a better sleep, basically, in this current chapter. So it's a bit of a relaxation time for you, and cleansing and removing negativity might be very important to bring in whatever this future card is. So let's look. Carnation. Keep going, keep growing, and be unstoppable. So you're the third person today with this. So we have very positive energies, with us in this community at the moment for being unstoppable, which does resonate with the horse energy as we move into the year of the horse. It does resonate with that. Keep going, keep growing, and be unstoppable. So again, any pushing against the tide, any setbacks, any stresses, struggles, worries, everything happens for a reason. You are guided to keep going. Keep going, don't worry. It's all going to work out for the right in the end. So it's a relaxation time in the current chapter, but you might find you'll know when this carnation chapter kicks in, because you'll be like, oh, momentum is picking up now. You'll definitely notice that. So do make sure you're taking enough time for relaxation at the moment, because this future card could kick in sooner rather than later. Who knows? So yes, very nice one again for Carolyn there. Flower readings are always nice, always very positive messages. So that's very nice for Carolyn. So we are up to Rain. Let me just make sure that I am ticking you off as well. And okay, we have one jumping out for us. So we'll put that there. Past, present, and future. I just want to make sure I'm ticking you off. Rain, up to Rain. So fire and water, if you can let me know you're present, that would be great. So we have Fire and Water, Mohammed, Good, Tam, Kevin, Tanya, Izzy, Elvis, and Kita. If you would like to be added, do subscribe, do click like on the video, and let me know. And you'll be added to the list of past, present, and future flower reading. So, Rain. So, our past jumped out at us. Sweet Pea. The comfort of good company heals old hearts. So any good company, of course, and we're seeing past. So it's more about those old friends, people you've already have had from the past, people who've tried and tested connections where you know that they can help you heal hearts, that they can help you, that they're going to help you with release of any stresses, worries, anxieties. So this again is linking to nurturing past relationships, nurturing old relationships, old friendships, but anyone that can really help you through a time, because for some people, you're more the person who's the shoulder to cry on. For some people, it's equal. And for some people, they might be more the shoulder to cry on. Maybe they're just that kind of person. They enjoy that kind of, how can I say it? That kind of role, that nurturing role. Would you have people like that? So the comfort of good company heals old hearts. So keep in contact with those old people, and don't be afraid to need a shoulder to cry on. Don't be afraid to reach out to that shoulder to cry on, and remember to always keep bringing those very positive people who have helped you in the past forward with you. Keep them in your life, because the past is always what to release or what to bring forward. So we want those people to keep being a very important part of our life. Then we have our present, which doesn't matter if they're upside down or not with the flower oracle, so don't worry about that. Iris, spread your creative wings and take flight. So the Iris, it is about spreading your creative wings. It is about suggesting that, particularly it could just be a side project, like a side, you're creative on the side. Maybe your work is a little bit logical and not very creative based. So it could be very, just make sure you're tapping into your creativity on the side. But it could even be suggesting that your work path might be heading to a chapter where, or you might be getting opportunities in this chapter, since it's current chapter, to take on a more creative role in your current job or in a different job or something like that. But don't be afraid to spread your wings and take that flight. Don't be afraid to take a gentle leap of faith. Don't be afraid to tap into those creative endeavors. And Iris can have a little bit of a spiritual element to it as well. So especially if you're getting any spiritual messages, or your guides seem to be guiding you to a certain path, or you're getting any kind of, signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, things like that, So yes. And then our future for ocean, for rain, is Snapdragon. So we are getting Snapdragon a lot as well. This is one that's coming up for a few of us. Listen with care and speak with kindness. It's just reminding us about that throat chakra energy, reminding us about, listening. It's always about the give and receive of communication with the throat chakra. We need to make sure that we are listening with care and speaking with kindness. It's engaging the heart and the throat chakra together. So make sure you move forward still doing that. I do feel that you are the kind of person that does that anyway, but moving forward still doing that. So even if we get into a situation where maybe someone makes us feel like we don't really want to do that, we want to close off our throat, we want to close off our heart, let's not let them have any impact on that. Keep going with your positive throat and heart chakra energies. You are in a good space with them, or you will be very soon. And yeah, keep up with it. Listening with care and speaking with kindness. So it's interesting because it's kind of resonating with the sweet pea. It's like saying, yeah, there's people who do that for you, but don't forget you're going to give that back at some point. It's that give and receive. You're bringing forward the people who have helped you and might be a shoulder to cry on for you, but you're also being that person for them as well. So that's very nice. Clearly, you have some balanced relationships where you are you both give and receive, so that's very nice. So you must have some good friendships. Oh, great. Hello and welcome back. Yes. So we might not get through everyone today. We are doing shorter readings to try to get through more, and it certainly does seem to be working. But here is our list at the moment. So, Gray, I will add you. But let me see. We've just done rain. We're up to fire and water now. So we have Mohammed, Good, Tam, Kevin, Tanya, Izzy, Elvis, and Keita, and Gray. So going to try to get through as many as we can. But fire and water is up now. And Mohammed, thank you for letting me know that you are still in, so we can move forward with you in a moment. So fire and water, and I really appreciate the likes on the video, guys. Rain, thank you so much for the super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. So do remember, guys, the more likes on the video, the more I will come back with the same type of reading. I've basically been saying lately, it's like votes. If you're voting on the video, I will be back with it again. But this is doing pretty well. 15 likes in 40 minutes is quite good for me, especially for this type of reading that isn't crystal ball. So yes, wonderful. Fire and water. Let's get on with fire and water for past, present, and future. You're very welcome, Carolyn. You're very welcome. So, past, present, and future for fire and water. Oh, there we go. We have one jumping out at us, which is our past, and we have two more. There we go. Okay, fire and water. So we have our past is Blushing Bride. Again, we have someone with Blushing Bride at the past. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So again, it does tend to link to that romantic connection, that long-term lasting relationship, being with someone from the past, someone you've known before, or known before, still know, still with. It can be the person that you're still with as well when we get this. But your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So don't forget that aspect of it. If you feel like your intentions and your heart are not known, it could be something to think about, because don't forget, the past is something to release or to bring forward. So if we're feeling like our intentions and hearts aren't known, we might need to think about that. Is there someone from the past who's reaching out to us, who calls to us, who did you know, understand and know our intentions and heart? Does the current person know and understand our intentions and heart? Yeah, because it's all about, yes, we already know this person. Is it the current person? Is it someone else from the past? That will be the long-term lasting partner of the future. So it's all about not not settling, I would say, for someone who doesn't know your intentions in your heart or deserve your intentions in your heart, you know. Undeserving people should be cut out in all aspects, whether it is in the romance cards like Blushing Bride, or whether it is in the friendship and connection cards as well. And our present moment is Chrysanthemum. We have be here always with willing hands and heart. So again, we have willing hands and heart. So guidance to keep the hands and heart open. So people who are very empathetic, very maybe tapped into their heart and their emotions a lot, tend to think of this as a crutch, a downfall. And it can be in the sense of, yeah, you need to be balanced a little bit. You do need to protect yourself a little bit and guard yourself a little bit, but not to the point where you're putting too much of a barrier up or you're blocking people out. So do bear that in mind. So we do have keeping the willing hands and the willing heart, keeping that willingness to help people, keeping that willingness to love people, keeping that willingness to just be who you are, and yes, balance your emotions if you need to, but don't close off. Don't close yourself off. Don't put a barrier up. Don't let negative people um don't let negative people change you for the person that you are in your heart, truly down in your heart, you know. Don't let them harden you, is basically what I would say, or toughen you, you know. Not that, of course, there's always times to tap into the warrior energy, to be tough and to stand up for yourself, but not all the time. Not to the point where we're being cold, you know. You have willing and open hearts and hands, and that's a very positive trait about you. And the people who matter will know that and will remain with you through that. So future, we have Violet for the future. The answers and truths are always within. So Violet is a highly spiritual one. It's very linked to the third eye chakra. It's very linked to intuition, to having the inner knowledge that you already need. And it's really positive in terms of, so yes, it's spiritual, but also the answers and truths can be about anything. So it can be answers and truths about your spiritual life, your work life, your connections and things like that. So yes, trusting your intuition, but also if it is about moving forward with any work or creative projects, side projects, anything like that, it can also be saying that you have, maybe you don't have all the skills that you need right now, but everything you have is within reach to you. If you do need to do like a course or learn something new, whether you self-teach yourself from books or videos, or you do go on an actual course, you will get there, because you're just uncovering the deep knowledge inside of you that's just hidden, you know, in the collective subconscious, if you like. So everything is within you. You will uncover everything you need, and if it's not already at the forefront of your conscious mind, you definitely will have access to it, and you definitely will have the ability to achieve and attain it. So it links to all areas of life, but it's particularly good for your spiritual path as well, the violet. So that's very nice. And that is past, present, and future for fire and water. So Mohammed, I believe you said you are here, so you will be next. And we are getting through, and we do have a little bit of time left. So I think we should get through a good amount of people. But we can always maybe come back with this over the next few days. We have members channeling later, which is why this stream is not too long. I do apologise about that. But of course, I need to get work done as well as do the members channeling. So Can't be too long on this, but we'll get through as many as we can. And you're very welcome. Joy Arta. Oh yeah, just to reply to that, Joy Arta. I'm really sorry, but I'm not answering questions today. This is a general reading. So it's past, present, and future flower card reading. So I really apologise about that. But it's not answering questions today, Joy. So I do apologise. There should be something like crystal ball or pendulum over the next few days. Coming up over the next few days, but not just yet. At the moment, we are on Mohammed. And good, yes, you are next after this one. But we're on Mohammed at the moment. With past, present, and future there. So, okay, there we are. So, our past, we have Lily of the Valley. Happiness is found with your purpose. So, you already know some element of what your life path is supposed to entail, what your life purpose is, and that is somewhere where you have found happiness within your past. So, if you're a little bit maybe uncertain at the moment, or you're worried, or you're a little bit, not really sure of your life mission or your life path here, you should take a good moment of meditation or reflection, thinking about the times that brought you the most happiness, where you were, what you were doing, maybe what area of the world you were in, or what job you had, and things like that. Because although our purpose and our life missions here, there's always struggles, always challenges and things like that. Part of our purpose is always found with our happiness, and part of your purpose is already within something you've already found happiness within the past. So have a little think on that one. That's something to bring forward to the future, something positive. The present card is Orchid. Your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. So this is a really nice one. A lot of us in the spiritual, spiritual community, or highly empathetic people, or people who are just, a little bit on the more alternative sideline kind of element of life, we do have a uniqueness, and if you're too scared to express it, you'll never truly find your soul family. So always remember that your uniqueness is a blessing. Your uniqueness is what really needs to come to the forefront. Your uniqueness is what makes you stand out. If there's something that's very unique and different about you, you really should push that to the forefront, and the right people will gravitate towards you. The right situations will gravitate towards you. Think about me as an example. A flower reading is not really something you see very often. Also, bone reading is not something you see very often. But it's my uniqueness is the things that I push to the forefront, because to me, that's just the quirky side of me that I like to put to the forefront. And I think it's nice to have something different and unique rather than the same old things, And there's nothing wrong with the same old things. I love pendulum, I love tarot, I love crystal ball. I'm not saying anything against that. But additionally, also having your uniqueness as well as those things that are really traditional and people resonate with, combining the two can be very, very good. Thank you, Mohammed. Please don't forget to like this video. I greatly appreciate that. And you are also getting Daisy. Believe and trust in happiness. So Daisy, happiness is very, very prominent in your future. You're very likely to be headed onto the path to happiness. And we're getting 2 cards with that. So don't forget to really think about what those things in the past that brought you happiness were, because that might be something that you do add back to your life. But again, with Daisy, it's tapping into the inner child as well. The inner child, or the more light-hearted energy. So it can be really healing or tapping into the inner child, being playful and things like that. Or it can be just more light-hearted energy, maybe in relationships. It can be, being a bit more flirty rather than on the serious side, So the Daisy as well. Believe and trust in happiness, and tapping in with that nice light-hearted side of yourself as you move more forward to the future. So that was Mohammed. So very unique ones there. I don't think anyone's had Orchid on flower reading before, so that was very nice to see. Good boy, yes, you are next. So thank you for letting me know that you are here. Amazing. We are really getting through them. Look at that. So do we have anybody else? No, that's great. Not that's great. Obviously, we love having new people in. But Just good that we are up to date with the list is all I mean. So you're very welcome. Of course, you're so welcome. So good. Yes, we are up to you. So let's shuffle for you. If anyone new comes in, very welcome to be added. But we are, I think maybe we do 20 more minutes, something like that. So I think we'll get through most of you. Let's see. Let me count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this will be 10 in an hour. So that's 1 every 10 minutes. So hopefully get through at least 2 more. We'll see. Maybe we'll go for a bit longer. We'll see what this is for. Good. Okay. So past, present, future in our flower reading. Okay. So our past, we have the iris. Spread your creative wings and take flight. So remember, the past is always telling us, what do we need to either release from the past or bring forward from the past? So your creative energy, the sacral, creative energy, that's something you need to bring forward from the past. So if you're currently in a job or a situation in life where you maybe are a little bit too logical, it's a little bit too, on the more logical side of life, maybe you need to bring your creative energy forward again, not forgetting anything creative from the past that you did. If there's anything creative that you meant to tap into, that you meant to focus on, or that you meant to, how can I say, if there's anything creative that you left on the back burner, like maybe it's a creative hobby that you meant to get into, or maybe you wanted to try something but you didn't quite do it, or you started and didn't quite finish. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's, let's get back to that creative thing that we didn't quite pick up or we didn't quite finish, and let's do it. Let's get back to it. Or it could just be about, sometimes you're already tapping into your creative energy, and the card's just saying, yes, your creativity is the thing you need to be bringing forward. So it's affirmations. Sometimes the cards are just affirming what we're already doing, which is very nice. So the present moment for good, we also have, similar to Carolyn here with lavender, take time to cleanse and remove negativity. So you might need a cleanser, you might need just to do your own cleansing, cleansing of the home, cleansing of yourself. I always recommend vervain, tea tree, and this comes up, of course, lavender as well, provided there's no allergies, of course. But lavender, again, it does link to relaxation, meditation, getting better sleep if it's needed as well. So just think about that. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting good quality sleep? Do you do any spiritual practices that maybe you've stepped away from a little bit in the current chapter? Could you pick up on that, or could you delve into meditation a little bit? Nothing intense, just maybe 5 minutes every day. Maybe if you could do that, that would be nice. And then, yes, so that's lavender for the present moment. So just to bear in mind that the current chapter might be a bit slow, might be a bit quiet, might be telling you need just a little bit of rest, you might not need to be really doing a lot, putting a lot out there, really pushing, So it could just be about resting at the moment. Maybe a little holiday, maybe a little trip, a little break, things like that when lavender comes up. And the future for good boy is Buttercup. Be ready, the best is on its way. So Buttercup is another one, like Buttercup and Daisy, are both, can be connection with the inner child, can be connection to just the more light-hearted energies. So it could be, remember to heal your inner child or anything like that. If inner child healing comes up, or connection to inner child, one tip I always like to give is things like, if there's a food you used to love to eat when you were a child that you haven't ate for a long time, or a television show you used to watch when you were a child that you haven't watched for a long time, like a cartoon or something, maybe watch that or eat that, but also it can just be light-hearted energies, like I said, as the example before, like in relationships, maybe just being a bit more playful, being a bit more flirty, rather than taking things a bit serious. We can be a bit serious sometimes in relationships, especially when, it's a serious, committed relationship, of course. you know, serious. It's right there. But sometimes we need to just be a bit more lighthearted, tap into that more lighthearted version of ourselves, that more lighthearted aspect of ourselves. As you guys can see, I do that. I have plushies, I have my own little plushies. This is tapping into my own inner child with my cute little flower teddies there. So yes, just being a little bit more lighthearted as you step into the future chapter, but rest for the current chapter. Rest is coming up for the current chapter. Yes, current. So Tam is next. Do we still have Tam? Actually, sorry, I ticked it, but actually forgot to check if you have Tam. So if anyone is new in, hello and welcome. I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. We do readings like this all of the time, different types of readings. This is a bit of a unique one with flower reading, but I do normal ones like crystal ball, pendulum, tarot, and things like that. So you're very welcome to subscribe and join and see the other types of readings I do on my channel. But yes, we have Tam here. Amazing. So guys, if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. And if you are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. But let's get on with Tam. Past, present, and future for the beautiful Tam. There we are. So, our past is Rose. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. So there's some love energy from the past, whether that is the romantic partner, the friends, or the family. It's usually the romantic partner. It's usually something romantic. It can be the romantic partner. You know, you're still with that person, or you've been with that person for a long time, or you're going to connect back with that person. But the romantic energy that comes with the rose is, of course, very important. It is about bringing romantic energy forward and keeping romantic energy maybe at the forefront of the moment. But particularly in this flower reading, you're divinely loved and protected with grace. It's also linking to the love of our guides, you know, our guides, our angels, and any type of guide that you're connecting with at the moment, but all of your guides. The love of divine source energy itself, you know, God, the universe, however you perceive it. You all loved highly and strongly. And that is something that will come forward with you to the future. You'll always have that divine love and protection as well. But romantic love and protection is an energy that you should be bringing forward to the future as well. Maybe just not forgetting to focus a little bit on romantic energies, not forgetting to put romance at the forefront from time to time. If you have other priorities as well, just remembering that romance is a beautiful energy to tap into. It's not necessarily saying that you need to tap into it more if you already are. Again, cards can be confirmation that you're already doing it, and they're saying yes, this is the correct thing to do as well. So chrysanthemum for present. Be here always with willing hands and heart. This is another one that a lot of you are getting right now. Be here always with willing hands and heart. Now, this is nice because, you know, it does speak to how many spiritual, beautiful empath type people we have here. You always have willing hands and heart. So you're always willing to help people. You're always willing to have an open heart. Don't let people dim that light. Don't let people dim that light. Don't let people again, you know, make you put a guard up or make you cold. You know, don't let people put you in that situation where you feel like you need to be cold, you need to put a guard up, you need to, you know, a few people have done this to me now, you know, maybe I should just stop being so kind, so generous, so helping. No, you do need to still remain in your beautiful, generous energies. That's a beautiful part of yourself. You can cut those people off, but don't let it stop you from giving that energy to other people, because there will be people that deserve it and they will gravitate towards you, and that's current chapter as well. So if you're keeping those hands and heart open, you're going to be, you know, soul family coming in, or people who need a lot of help coming in and things like that. So yes, That's your current chapter, keeping that generous energy. Local neighborhood hater, hello and welcome back. It's very nice to see you again, and thank you. A client of mine actually made this for me, and it's based on Apollo. So it is an Apollo wand, actually. So I appreciate the compliment on that, being from a client. I think it's very nice, very minimalistic, but very unique and beautiful. I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Greg. Greatly appreciate that. Love the compliments. Love the beautiful energy that we're getting in the streams lately. Thank you guys so much. But Tam, for Tam, we have Violet. The answers and truths are always within. So again, this is similar to what Fire and Water got, I believe. So Violet, very, very spiritual, very, very spiritual flower. The answers and truths are always within. So it can be about your how can I say, your spiritual path. It can be the answers and truths to the things that you're seeking guidance on from your guides, you know, from your inner self, from your higher self, from God, the universe, whatever it might be. It can be that the answers and truths are always within, and you will always uncover them at some point. But again, as I was saying to Fire and Water as well, it can be about you having all the resources you need. You know, you might not have all of the knowledge and skills that you need for every success that you want in your future yet, but they are all very attainable to you. You can learn anything you want, whether that's, you know, doing a course or teaching yourself through videos and books. Everything that you need will be attainable to you. All of the blueprints, the resources, the materials, they're all there, and you will uncover everything that you need. It's a highly prominent and positive future card. Even if it's not something that's directly within you in your subconscious mind, you're very, very, very likely to easily obtain it moving forward to the future. So that's very nice. Yes, it's the Roman, Greek, sorry, yes, Greek god Apollo, yes. So we've just done Tam. That was the past, present, and future flower reading for Tam. So we're up to Kevin now. Oh Maya, where are you? Oh no, I need to go back and see where Maya was on the list because I don't have Maya. So let me just double check. Sorry, guys. I did see Maya come in, but Maya, wait. Did you? I think you did come in after Tam actually. So I think that might be perfect timing. Let me see. Yes, you did. Perfect timing, Maya. I'm so sorry I didn't put you down. Sorry, Kevin. Let me just change that to Maya. And hopefully we will get to Kevin after that. So Maya, Kevin, put you here. But yes, so up to Maya now, sorry. Apologise about that. Thank you for letting me know. Very good. You're very welcome. It's Greek Apollo, yes. I'm pretty sure it's Greek Apollo, yes. I'm pretty sure it's Greek. I bought it years and years ago. I think it was my first year of doing this online at one of my first year clients. But I'm pretty sure it's Greek. In fact, I'm 100%. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Okay, so Maya, sorry. Past, present, future. Oh, we have two jumping out. Past, present. Let's just get a future for Maya. Past, present, future for Maya there. There we are. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. I'm very, very sorry. I have not eaten yet. So I greatly apologise if you can hear that. I hope it's not off-putting. Right, so past. Lily of the Valley for Maya. Happiness is found with your purpose. So again, I think Mohammed got the same one as the past one. So it's all about, there's already something that you found happiness within in your past that's very, very important to your future path. It's very, very important to your future path. So yeah, it's very positive to sit and meditate on, you know, especially if you're not feeling particularly happy, You can sit and meditate on, what was it that really made me feel happy in the past that maybe I stopped doing, or maybe I stopped connecting with that person, or maybe I've moved away from that location, even sometimes it can be, Is there a person, thing, situation, place that brought you a lot of happiness in your past? Because that could be very linked to your purpose, and you may need to continue with bringing that forward. So that is the past, Lily of the Valley. And then our present, we have Snowdrop for Maya. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. So this is very nice. So of course it's the present moment, but it's talking about tomorrow. So it is kind of that energy of the illumination of your hopes is more likely to be in the more near or distant future than the current chapter. But it is all about that energy of maybe you need to plan a little bit, maybe you need to have a little reflection, meditation, but put your list your priorities, list what you really want, what you really need out of life at the moment, because the hopes are coming in the pretty near future, I would say. But yes, the illumination of your hopes, and the snowdrop is more about planting seeds and things blossoming. So it's more about taking those small steps at the moment. It's not like the lavender where it's complete rest and relaxation at the current moment. It's baby steps. It's planting seeds and it's baby steps towards tomorrow. So still movement, but just slow movement. Still action, but just maybe a little bit. Maybe it's not as quick as we want. Maybe it's if you do feel like things aren't going quite as quick, just enjoy the slow pace at the moment, because things will pick up eventually. So that's just the current chapter with Maya. Baby. Oh, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, Goody. I greatly appreciate that. So I'm not quite sure how much that is. So it's just because it's I know you're doing that for let me just screenshot that. Sorry guys. I know you're doing that for outside of stream purpose, but I still greatly appreciate it. But I just need to see. We've had I think we had just one super sticker earlier, so just need to take that from the total, I think, to see what we've got there. But yes, thank you, I greatly appreciate that. So, Joy, would you like to be added for... just let me finish with Maya first, and then I'll read those comments, sorry. So, Iris for Maya, spread your creative wings and take flight. So you're also getting Iris, but you're getting it in your future. So you're the first one to get it in your future, I think. So your path might... your future path might need to have something a little bit more creative on it. You might need to be headed in a bit more of a creative direction. It doesn't necessarily mean with your work, but it could mean with a side project or just what you're doing as a hobby. Maybe you need to just tap in a little bit more to your creative path. Maybe the sacral energies, romantic energy is very connected to the sacral, but so is creative energy. So if you do find, especially in the coming future, that you're a little bit too much in the logical, serious energies, tap into your creative energy a little bit more. Maybe there's a new creative hobby that will speak to you that you might want to pursue. And maybe there is, maybe there's a new creative hobby that you'll want to pursue. And even a job. It might even be a job. Could just be a hobby. Could be a side project that's like a side hustle, brings in a little bit of money. Or could just be a hobby. But yeah, in whatever way it manifests, it's always good to tap into our creative energies. So do think about that. Very nice one there for Maya. And now I will move on to Kevin. Kevin, I greatly apologise for that little mistake there. So we're up to Kevin now. So past, present and future reading for Kevin. So it's very nice. We've gotten through a lot more just by cutting out one card. It was a 4-card reading at first. So I think for stream, we'll keep with 3-card readings. So remember, if you want a full in-depth flower reading, the link is in the description of the video. But if you're happy to just sit on stream, Yeah, you can just wait your turn. So let's see. We have Miss Venus popped in. I don't think we'll make it to you, unfortunately, Miss Venus. With the list at the moment, because we'll be finishing up probably before we get to we'll see. Maybe even after Kevin, we may be finishing up. Kevin may be the last one, just to warn you guys, just to warn you. But if we do finish up at Kevin, Tanya, Izzy, Elvis, and Keita, Gray, and Miss Venus will be priority next time, and we may do a bit of a later one next time. The reason for the early stream is because members channeling is later. So maybe tomorrow there can be a little bit of a slightly later one, like maybe starting around this time, if that works for anybody. We'll see. Oh, wait, let me see what time it is now. Maybe starting around half an hour earlier than it is right now. So like 3 p.m. GMT, something like that. We'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can do. I'll keep you updated on the post tab, but I'll definitely keep whoever we don't make it to as priority. I'll keep this list. So, but yes, let's get on with Kevin's past, present, and future here. So we have the past is sunflower. Practice courage each day. So it could be, oh, is that a new? No, I don't know why that super chat's coming up again. Very random. Okay. So, oh my gosh, sorry if you hurt my stomach. Sorry if you hurt my stomach rumbling, guys. I'm going to eat after this. So, the channeling, it does depend on sessions. So I'm aiming for 8 p.m. GMT. I'm aiming for 8 p.m. So I hope that's okay. But I will try to keep updated by post with that one. I'm aiming for 8 p.m. with that. So sunflower for Kevin as a past. Practice courage each day. So you may have been more courageous in the past. There may have been times and moments where you have tapped into that warrior energy a little bit more, your courage a little bit more. You might be having a little bit more doubt, a little bit more, you know, not as a lot of confidence. Maybe you need to, you know, sunflower sometimes as well can be linked with the solar plexus, solar, sun, you know, sunflower. So do make sure you're working on that. You're very welcome. I'm sorry for not getting to you, Miss Venus, today, but hope to catch you later. So like sun, solar, you know, so maybe you're just amplifying, protecting, focusing on that solar plexus a little bit for courage, strength, self-confidence, you know, all that self-growth. I do feel like that's something from the past to bring forward, which I do feel like it's something that I think you have a knowledge of it. I don't feel like I'm telling you something you don't know. I feel like it's something you actively think about and are actively trying to bring forward. So I do think that's very positive. But yes, it's just kind of a reminder, you know, you do need that courage, you do need to tap into that. So do. Thank you, Goody, thank you very much. Yes, so do make sure you are tapping into that nice, positive, courageous sunflower energy, putting your head high towards the sun and growing as tall and as large as possible, you know? So bringing your courage forward for Kevin. Lily, as your present chapter, good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. So this is a little bit of a and guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. So Lily, so it is kind of that energy of, is someone giving or taking too much? Is someone giving too much to the other person? Are you giving too much to someone? Is someone taking too much from you? You know, that kind of yeah, it is nice to see the chat being very supportive. I love it when it's just troll. I love it when it's just trolls. No, Venus, don't put that into the universe. I love it when it's just positive energy and not trolls. So yes, good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. So if someone's bringing you down, you know, it's again, you know, as empaths and things like that, we are always a shoulder to cry on. We are always that positive, that person who might be there for people in dark times. But if someone's always bringing you that negativity, they're always gossiping, or they're always or only there when something's bad, they only want you when something's bad, you know, or again, they're taking too much and not giving enough. We need to think of equality in partnerships and what is the give versus the receive. Yeah, please do not, the universe, I take that back. I do not want trolls. Um, so, um, so yes, um, at the moment in this present chapter, Kevin, it's very important to think about the equality of your relationships. If someone is taking too much from you or bringing too much negativity to you, you really need to think, you know, can we sort this out? Can we talk through it? You know, it could just be something that's easily spoken through, and then the equilibrium may come back. Or it may be something where, again, you need to cut that person off. Or it could even be just about gravitating to the right people. You know, these things aren't always about the negative, cutting people off, you know, having difficult conversations with people. Sometimes it's just opening our eyes to who are the balanced relationships, who is the person that's giving as much as they're receiving. Just gravitate towards them. Sometimes it's more about who to gravitate to, not who to release. And I think we do need to remember that, you know? So just think about that as well. I'm really sorry, Goody. This is the last reading. I will do one card for you. No, sorry, no, I can't. I can't push you in front of people. I know your super chat is for something off stream. I can't push you in front of people. I'm really sorry. This is the last reading for today. I greatly apologize about that. But I will add you. Actually, I don't think you're added, so let's add you. You can be added for a flower reading next time. But this is the last one, and I don't want to push anybody in. So, Carnation, keep going, be unstoppable again. We're getting a lot of people with this in their future. So, really pray. I affirm, I manifest this for all of you. Again, linking it to the year of the horse that we are heading into. Keep going, be unstoppable. Do not let anyone stop you. Do not let pushing against the tide stop you. Do not let people making you feel small or making you feel undervalued stop you. Keep going, keep working on yourself, keep working hard, keep that momentum going, even tapping into the horse totem, maybe. You know, you can always draw that energy from the totem animals, the spirit animals. And yes, so keep going, and be unstoppable. So a really nice one there for Kevin as well, for our past, present, and future flower reading. Sorry. So I really prefer doing it this way. I think we got through a lot more, and I think that was really great. So you're very welcome to people saying thank you, and this is our priority list for next time then. So I will keep you guys on priority for next time. I really apologize if I didn't make it to you, but don't forget, guys, if you haven't liked the video, please do like it on your way out. Even if you don't get a reading this time, as I always say, likes on the video are like votes, and the more likes a video gets, the more I'm going to come back with that same type of reading. So if we do this one tomorrow, we'll try to fit it in a little tiny bit later. So it won't be too different. It probably still will be the kind of early-ish stream, but it might start a little bit later than this one did. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. It was lovely to see you all. It was lovely to not get any trolls. I didn't mean what I said earlier. Yes, love, light, and blessings to each of you. I really hope to see you soon. I hope to see as many members on the channeling stream as possible. And yeah, I hope to see as many members on the channeling stream as possible later who haven't had their readings yet for this month. Love, light, and blessings. And Kita, don't worry, you're on priority. We didn't make it to you. We got through quite a few, but we didn't quite make it. Tanya, Izzy, Elvis, Ankita, Gray, Miss Venus, and Goody are all on priority. So yes, love, light, and blessings. See you soon, I hope. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, sleep, whatever you're doing now. Love, light, and blessings.